How dope was Black Panther? As a rhetorical question, the answer is very dope. Chadwick Boseman and Michael B. Jordan killed it. Such a good villain, such good writing. The action was awesome. Good characters, good visuals, except there was a part where a character looked at another character wearing sandals and said, "What are those?" in 2018. Anyways, it's my birthday today.
I find more real in the world that I'm in than I do the tinsel. And the real world is the one I have to deal with every day.
Episode 6, baby. Who would have thought we'd make it this far? I didn't, that's for sure. No, I'm just kidding. I thought we'd make it this far because I'm having a blast with this. And I'm having a blast with you guys listening to it. Every time you guys send me a Snapchat or something, you let me know that something was funny or you listen to it. Man, I love it. It makes my day. It really does. I appreciate it. You know who you are. You're a real one. Shout out to you. And today, I'm going to be a little selfish and give a shout out to me because it's my birthday. That's right. I'm the big double two, baby. Enough of that shit. But no, man, I'm getting old. I know I probably don't look it, but I feel it. Getting old's a part of life, man. We all do it. I remember anticipating my 16th birthday like, man, I can't wait to get my driver's license. And then I was anticipating my 18th birthday like, man, I can't wait to be an adult. And then I was anticipating my 21st birthday like, man, I can't wait to legally buy alcohol. And now I'm anticipating my 65th birthday like, man, I can't wait to retire. I don't know. Time moves faster as you grow up. You ever notice how when you were 14 for like 3.5 years? And then you were 17 for about 2 years? And then you were 19 for about 1.5 years, and then you were 21 for about a month. At least that's how I feel. Time moves faster. Every year you grow older, every year goes faster. 2017 felt like it lasted about 3 months. Whereas 2010 felt like it was longer than World War II. I mean, come on. I don't get it. Maybe it's you're shorter and you're closer to the ground, so you experience time differently, but I think one of the worst parts of growing old is the hindsight, looking back on who you were 5-10 years ago. Like, I mean, if you're like 20, 21 and you're looking back on who you were when you were 12 or 13, it doesn't matter who you were. You're going to be like, man, why was I like that? I don't understand. You cringe, man. You cringe at your older self because you live and you learn. You figure out who you are. And even though when you were 15 or 16, you thought you knew who you wanted to be, you didn't. So you look back on pictures or videos or whatever of who you were, you're like, oh, that's, I'd never do that. You know, that's just part of life. You cringe at your old self. Nobody is who they were 4 years ago, and nobody is who they will be 4 years from now. You grow, man. You change. Speaking of which, man, it's real talk, man. I gotta be real. Anyone who knew me before I was 19, shit, man, I'm sorry. I mean, I cringe just as hard as anyone else, my older self. Don't worry. I watch my old Snapchat stories or whatever. I'm like, man, what was I thinking? You know, I don't get it. But you know, that's life. You know what? You can't live in the past. All you can do is regret it. Where does that get you? You know, growing old kind of sucks. It sucks as equally as it kicks ass. It's got its benefits, it's got its downfalls, its pros and its cons. Everybody reaches a point in their life where they have to kind of make a decision. And usually that decision is subconscious. You don't really realize you're making that decision. And it takes place over a period of time. And at different points in your life, you get the opportunity to go back and change that decision or remake it. This is going to sound a little ridiculous, but I thought about it a while back when I had a day off and nothing better to do. So just hear me out. I'm going to teach you something. I'm going to teach you about the Pessimistic Pentagram. Trademark pending. Oh, hey, what's the Pessimistic Pentagram? That's some kind of Satanist shit? No, shut up. Listen. It used to be called the Star of Sadness, but I figured that was too pessimistic a name, so I just cut out the middleman and called it the Pessimistic Pentagram. Okay, picture a pentagram. It's got 5 points. Each point represents a major aspect of your life. Going clockwise from the top, you have school, work, friends, relationships, and sleep. Each one of these points represents one of those 5 major aspects of your life. Imagine drawing this on a whiteboard or a piece of paper. You could even do that. Draw it on a piece of paper and take a look at what I'm talking about. School, work, friends, relationships, and sleep. This is a tool to consciously make the decision that you're already subconsciously making. In your life, you're going to reach a point where you want to choose what aspects of your life are most important to you. And when you do that, you kind of have to pick 3 of these points. But not just picking 3 of these points. By choosing 3 of these aspects that you want to really emphasize in your life, you sacrifice the other 2. For example, when you were 14, 15, 16, these points and the ones that you subconsciously chose in your mind may have looked like school, friends, and relationships. That's what it looked like to me. Those are the 3 that I subconsciously chose to emphasize in my life, and I sacrificed the other 2, work and sleep. I didn't have any work, so I had no income, and I was staying up late. I wasn't getting my sleep. I sacrificed those 2, but I really put an emphasis on school, friends, and relationships. I was excelling in those areas. Good times. Fast forward to about today, my pentagram, I kind of have emphasized school, work, and sleep at the sacrifice of friends and relationships. School and work are going well for me. I'm getting the sleep that I need, but I find that I'm too busy for friends and relationships. So there you go. I didn't consciously wake up one morning and say, you know what, I choose these 3. You don't do that. You just kind of figure out what works for you, and your brain kind of puts things into place. Maybe this time next year when I graduate, I'll have emphasized work, sleep, and friends, or work, relationships, and friends, and I'll sacrifice school because I won't have it, and sleep because I won't need it anymore, or whatever, man. But think about that. Try to think about your life as it relates to these 5 points. What have you subconsciously emphasized as being important in your life? Are you in college or high school? Are you working full-time or part-time? Are you going out with friends every Friday night? Are you in a committed relationship and have 2 date nights a week? Are you sleeping like a rock? I mean, what have you emphasized in your life? Once you figure out what 3 you've emphasized, you're going to see the other 2 get sacrificed. Now you kind of see why it's called the Pessimistic Pentagram. It's kind of a shitty way to look at it, but it's realistic at the same time. What have you emphasized? It's tough. I mean, you don't, like I said, you don't make that decision. The decision kind of gets made by your brain, but everyone makes it, and it's not too late to change your options. I mean, you can always go back and say, hey, I don't like school, sleep, and relationships being my priority. I want to work full time, or I want to do more things with friends. You can change your options. You can drop out or graduate and get school out of there, make the decision easier. Go with work, relationships, friends. Whatever you want to do to make your life as fulfilling as possible for you, use that tool. Visualize it, Circle your 3 that you want. Sacrifice the other 2. That's the cost, is sacrificing the other 2. Ideally, you'd be able to choose all 5 aspects of your life as really emphasized, but it's not practical. You don't have time for all that. But that's it. The Pessimistic Pentagram. I promise you, I don't do drugs. I really don't. I don't know. My creativity runs wild a little bit, but no, that's it, man. What do you choose? What do you emphasize? School, work, relationships, friends, getting good sleep? What's important to you? Think about that. I challenge you to draw it on a Post-it note or something today. Write out those 5 points. Look at it and say, hey, what have I really emphasized? And then look at the other 2 and say, wow, I really have sacrificed those, haven't I? And it's not too late to change it if you're not happy with it. But I told you I'd teach you something because I'm just real like that. You're welcome. I promise that's enough life advice for today. I don't want to be too heavy in my thoughts today because it's my birthday, man. I'm trying to have a good time. I really am. But I'm going to keep it short today. But I just want to give a quick shout out to a couple people in particular who've been with us since episode 1. And, it's the birthday edition, man. I'll do something a little different today. I'm going to shout you out. So, check it out. Shout out to Tanner, pioneering this shit with me. Go check out his stuff. Some really good stuff. Blues World, the guy's smart as hell. Knows what he's talking about. He knows his sports stuff, man. If you ever have conversations with people and you don't know shit about sports, you watch some of his stuff, you'll have some bullet points that you can bring up in conversation. That's... I hate to admit it, but I'm guilty of that. I plagiarize Tanner's videos in conversations that I don't want to have. So go check that out. Shout out to him. Shout out to my roommates putting up with my shit. The original real ones. Shout out to Logan, Nerman, Bryce, Jacqueline, Cassie, and about 3 others that I only have the usernames of, so I won't share them here for privacy's sake. You guys have shared at least one episode of my show or have sent me a snap of you playing my show on the speakers in a public place. That's fucking awesome. Thank you guys. I really, really do appreciate it. You guys are the best. It does make my day. It really does. So, I love you guys. Shout out to my oldest friend, Jake, up in Massachusetts, and his soon-to-be wife, Gabby, a.k.a. Little Money. You guys are getting married very soon, and I could not be happier for you. Congratulations, guys. You guys are very good friends, and I cannot wait to see that wedding. Shout out to Morgan in New York for getting pissed at me about my Eminem review, but still supporting anyways. And most importantly, shout out to you, anyone who's listening to it, to Real Talk with the Real Clemente. Anybody who's listening and have made it this far, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's the best. I'm just doing this to have fun and to see you guys supporting that. It really boosts my self-esteem. I gotta say, I don't have self-esteem issues, but it really does boost it. So thank you very much. Be a real one and give me a like for my birthday. And just thank you, even if I don't get to thank you in person. That about wraps it up here. I'm going to go drink for my birthday, most likely. And then take a midterm tomorrow. And then graduate soon. Subscribe, Not a Real Job Productions. Follow us, NRJ Productions on Twitter, NRJ_Productions on Instagram. Support it. Support the team. We got a new team member coming soon. And hey, if you guys want to do something, get in contact with me. I'll make something happen for you. Oh, P.S. This Friday, March 2nd, 2018, Tech9ne releases his 20th album, Planet. Go check it out. You know I love Tech9ne. I have yet to do something about Tech9ne, but anyone who knows me knows how big of an impact he's had on my life. Go check it out, man. He's got good music. I guarantee you'll like it. And on March 13th, 2018, Justice League comes out on Blu-ray. Can't believe we made it this far already. Go get it. It's a good movie. It's very pretty. Lots of fun. I haven't done my review on it, but yeah. Remember when I did that Justice League episode? And most of you were like, oh my god, look at this geek. Anyways, Go get Justice League on Blu-ray. Go get N9ne's new album, Planet. And stay tuned for the next episode. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Tell your friends to subscribe. Seriously. I do want to grow this thing. Anyways, you guys, go celebrate my birthday. Go have a drink or something, or skip class, or do something heathenistic. Go have a good time. And thank you for the birthday wishes. Until next time, it's been real.